What's good, everybody? Today, I want to get real with you a bit. What if you were guaranteed not to fail? What if all the obstacles that you thought were in your way were removed? That's kind of what I want to talk about today. Focus. There you go. Okay, real talk, folks. You ever have something that you really wanted to be able to do? Like, you didn't know how to do it, but you wanted to. That's been me in woodworking for the last, I don't know how many years. That's my wife in this homesteading stuff. We really wanted this. We wanted to do it for ourselves. We wanted to do it for our family. We just didn't know how to get it started. I feel like my whole life, there's always been something that I really wanted, but there's always something in the way. Most of the time, it was me. But other times, it was other people. Why? Why was I getting in my own way? Why was I letting other people get in my way? There's always going to be someone that holds you back. There's always going to be someone who says something negative. There's always going to be someone who just loves to be miserable. That's okay. Let them be miserable. Let that be your fuel. Let that get a fire started inside of you. I remember somebody told me once that there was no point in me thinking about soccer in college because I came from one of the worst high schools ever in soccer. They were right about that, but they weren't right about me playing soccer in college. I played. It was fun. I loved it. It was the best time of my life. I'm so glad I didn't let someone talk me out of that. I've always been into hobbies. I love learning new things. Just kind of keeps my brain going, you know, like keeps me busy. Maybe I'm just hoping for one to stick. I don't know. Then I found woodworking 5 or 6 years ago, and I love it. You could probably say it sticks, and I wanted to do something with it. But I let it take 6 years before I did something substantial with it. Sure, I made a few things here and there. Stuff for Courtney, stuff for the kids, stuff for family, but nothing substantial. I didn't get to a point where people knew who I was or wanted me to make something for them and pay me for it. I mean, let's be real. That's where it's at. I'm not really sure why I was holding myself back. I don't know why I still hold myself back. I'm sure that many of you do it. I just do it. I mean, desire's a part of it. You've got to have desire, and you've got to want things. You've got to want to make things happen for you. Some of you watch videos on YouTube because you want to learn something. Some of you watch because you just want entertained. You're not really looking to learn anything. And some of you watch because you're sitting there thinking about that thing that you want to do too. You just haven't done it yet. I wanted to be a woodworker, and here I am in my garage making stuff for a brewery in the same town that I live in. Never thought that would happen. Granted, maybe it's because I'm cheap, maybe it's because I just had the right friends. But who cares? I'm doing it. I had the desire to do something. I had the will to want to get it done. Courtney always wanted goats. Ever since she was a little kid, she says. So we got goats. If you want to do something, then just go do it. Don't make excuses. Don't wait. Do it. We made our very first vlog video of me making eggs. Because if we didn't make that video, we were never gonna make a video. If I didn't ever cut a piece of wood, I was never gonna cut a piece of wood. If Courtney didn't buy a goat, she never would have bought 9 more goats. Okay, if I knew we were gonna get to 9 this quick, maybe I'd have a different message. Chickens are the same deal. Courtney wanted them, we talked about it, we stopped talking about it, and we just did it. I think it's pretty easy for folks to just get caught up in talking about doing things rather than doing things. And I get it, life, it gets in the way. There's a lot of stuff going on. But if you just keep talking about it, you're never gonna do anything. You wanna learn how to kayak? Go get a kayak. Can't afford a kayak? Go somewhere where they'll let you rent one and get out on that kayak. You can't do that? Go sit in the tub, splash around with your hands. If you don't like it, maybe you don't like kayaking. A couple years ago, I wanted to learn how to sail. A lot of people talked me out of it. I did it anyway. Turns out I was pretty terrible at it, but that's okay. I wanted to learn. Newsflash, you're gonna... Hey now, keep it down. This is my video, not yours. Here's something you already know. You're gonna fail. You're gonna screw up. You're gonna make tons of mistakes. Life's full of mistakes. It's full of failure, but that's okay. We don't get anywhere without failure. You're not gonna learn unless you fail. You have to be terrible. You have to suck. You have to just be awful. That's all right. I've failed probably, I don't know, 80% of whatever I've done. I'm still failing. I stink at a lot of things. As a matter of fact, first video we made, I didn't think it was that great. And neither were the next 7 or 8 orange ones I made until I figured out how to use this camera. We just keep putting them out because it's fun. It's a good time. It's something that we wanted to do. What do you want to do? What is it that gets you excited? You got to think about what it is that you're passionate about. What does it for you? What do you have drive? What's going to get you to make something happen? It's breathing in my ear. It's not as hot as you would think. It's kind of weird. Awesome. Did you catch them?
No, I need a cup.
You need a cup?
Don't bite me.
Go get a cup so they don't bite you.
Okay.
Love you, baby girl. So here's the thing. I kind of want to make a difference in a much, much bigger way. I want to be more impactful. So Courtney and I spent a lot of time while we were on our little trip talking about what we were going to do. What's our end game? What are we doing with these goats? What are we doing with this channel? And that's sort of when it hit us. We want to make a difference. We also want to try to motivate you. We want you to get up and do something that you thought about. We're gonna talk about our goats. Are we gonna keep talking about our chickens? Are we gonna show you the funny stuff our kids do? Are we gonna keep ranting and being funny? Absolutely. Because folks, that's us. That's who we are. Can't change that. That's what we do. But we also want to motivate you. We want you to feel like if these two hot messes can do it, so can I. You can. You can too. You can go get goats, and if you can't get goats, go volunteer to farm. If you want chickens, and you live in an area where you can't have chickens, that's a local ordinance. Go try to change that ordinance. I mean, I'm about to get my mailbox moved, folks. Come on. That's like hitting a lottery. I don't have to get hit by a car getting my mail. Shut up. Right?
Yeah.
That's doing things. You got to do things, folks. Be a doer.
If I can talk Kenny into a herd of goats, you can talk anyone into anything. 5 years ago, I was begging him for one dog, and now look at all this.
Ridiculous. I'm just soft. That's the problem. You might not have enough money, and that's okay. There's ways around that. Maybe you work night shift and you're sleeping all day. I don't know. Raise bats. You want to learn to ride a skateboard and you're 45 years old? Go do it. Learn how to ride a skateboard. I'm not doing that because I like my skull, but be you. Do it. I mean, look at Jason. He is a grown man dancing in a dance studio. Good for you, boy. Do your thing. Some of you love it and some of you hate it, but it doesn't matter to him. That's his thing. I don't care that people made fun of us for making this YouTube channel. I'm having a great time. I found a way to bond with my family and be creative. Who doesn't love that? I don't care that people make fun of us because we went out and got goats and they're like, what the heck are you doing? I'm just doing whatever I want. I'm living my life. So take a moment, think about what it is that you're passionate about. Think about what it is that you get so excited for, what you desire, what it is that just, I don't know, man, just gets you going. So if we can get anything to happen today, It's that I want you to stop thinking about what it is that gets you excited, and I want you to do something about it. We're just as guilty as anybody else. There's all kinds of things that we keep talking about, but now's the time to change that narrative and do something about it. We're going to, and listen folks, you can do it too. We have this argument about me being from the South. I was born south of the Mason-Dixon line. That makes me from the South. I like where I'm going with it. You just ruined it.
If you want to ruin things for your spouse, you can do that too.
Maybe you have a wife who's not always so supportive. I mean, I'm not in that boat.
No.
But you might be.